Good morning. It's Wednesday morning and it's time for a meditation. And I had this all planned in my head. And then I looked at the email that I had written email prayer I had written for today. And I thought, wow, that's really good. Maybe I could work it in with what else I had planned. So that's what I'm going to do. And I would like to read this to you because I did this a while back because Jerry was leaving on vacation. So I wanted to make sure that he had everything he needed while he was gone, and then I was gone, and I want to make sure everything was ready. Discernment is the process of letting go of what we are not. This was Father Thomas Keating wrote that. And discerning is trying to figure out who you are and who you aren't. And that leads me to something. Loving Spirit, I think we spend much of our lives trying to figure out who we are, but in the process, we rid ourselves of who and what we are not. I believe that this is a lifelong process that leads many of us to spiritual discernment. When we begin to see who we really are, and what we've gone through in our lives and why we are here. Michelangelo was known for his belief that sculptures he did not do. They were coming out of the stone they were in. They were already there, but he just chipped away at what needed to be removed. That is what we've been doing in our lives, knowing what to keep of ourselves and what to let go. I find this a true gift of age. I feel fortunate to have chopped away much of what I do not want to be, and I'm working on who I came to be. This may shift from time to time, but the understanding this is a blessing. Um, what I wanted to talk about today and had in mind was gratitude. And they kind of fuse together because one of the things that I have discovered that has helped me really be who I came here to be is to be grateful under every single circumstance. It doesn't matter what it is. And I was thinking last night, in the middle of the night, and this morning as I went on a walk with my dog, that, even sad things can help you remember gratitude. Our longtime cat, Cooper, disappeared about a week ago, just before we left to go on our trip to our house in Mexico. And he never came back. We haven't seen him in a week, and that's very unusual. This cat maybe has used up his 9 lives, but he was very clever, very coy, and he has avoided coyotes and owls and whatever in our neighborhood for 9 years, but it may have caught up with him. We're not really sure. He's just disappeared. And I feel very sad about that because I loved him. He was my daughter Annie's cat, and she's crushed. But then I can be thankful. I can be grateful of all the years of joy that Cooper brought to us, and all the gophers he got for me, and all of the things he's rid my property of so I could have my gardens. All the love he gave to the kids. He let them dress him up. He let them put him in a stroller, little stroller, kids stroller, and he brought a lot. So even though I'm really sad, I'm really grateful. And I think we could say the same thing about relationships that have passed or people that we have lost in our lives, that our lives are better for that. So we can, even though we may be sad, we can be grateful. Just about any circumstance, but even the everyday, daily circumstance. I am so grateful for the bird song and the number of birds, the different number of birds that I've been seeing since the pandemic. I think because with less traffic and everything else that wasn't going on, the bird population has flourished. I think about the butterflies. And in San Diego County, nurseries have had a really hard time keeping butterfly bush, which is a particular plant. They've had a hard time keeping it because people have understood that butterflies were getting not quite extinct, but having a rough time keeping their numbers up. And by providing butterflies with places to have their cocoons and then eat when they were caterpillars, these butterflies will multiply. So it it's it's just everything that you can be grateful for, everything that leads you to a life of feeling, I think, of who you came to be. I saw this cartoon yesterday on Facebook, and I looked at it and I thought, boy, isn't that the truth? The cartoon was, there were two booths. One was complaints and the other one was gratitude. And the complaint booth line was very long, and there was no one in the gratitude line. I think sometimes we forget to be grateful, and that's part of what we've come here to be. And one of the things that we're supposed to learn is that there's so much to be grateful for, even in hard and sad times. Uh, just it's innumerable about the number of things. I have spent more than the last year with Michael as a gratitude partner, and almost a year with Floor as a gratitude partner. And we send 3 things to each other every day. I cannot tell you how this has made a difference for me, and I think for them too, because it forces you every day to actually substantially think about what in your life that you are grateful for. And whatever those things are. And some days it may be a struggle to find something you're grateful for. It may be something as simple as I'm still here, or I woke up. I'm alive, whatever. But there are things, at least 3 things every day to be grateful for. So what I would like to do now is have you close your eyes and breathe deeply. And I want to spend a minute or so with you. Okay. Breathing in and out, centering yourself. Breathing deeply. Breathing from your diaphragm. I want you to think of 3 things, at least, that you are grateful for right now, today. Okay, let's wake up to the now. I hope you each found 3 things that you were grateful for, small or large. Just be grateful. And that feeling of gratitude will wash over into your everyday life. You might want to practice this 3 things a day and find a gratitude partner, or even just write it down in a journal. 3 things you're grateful for. It could be at the beginning of the day, it could be at the end of the day, but 3 things that you're grateful for. So I have I let go of all that does not serve me in my life, and I embrace all that does. I let go of all that does not serve me in my life and embrace all that does. I let go of all that does not serve me in this life, and I embrace what does. I am grateful for my life just as it is. I am grateful for my life just as it is. And I'm grateful for my life just as it is. There were times in my life that I would want to change things, but I know now that I'm exactly where I need to be, doing exactly what I'm doing, because God is there for me at every turn and every moment. My inner spirit sets me free to know this. My inner spirit sets me free. My inner spirit sets me free. And for that, I am grateful. So I wanted to let you know I'm taking a little sabbatical. I won't be on from now until the first Wednesday of September. And from then on, I'll be doing the first and third Wednesdays. I'm getting of that age where I want more freedom. And I think I deserve it. So I'm going to do this a couple times a month, and I'm going to continue to write the Wednesday prayer every Wednesday. And I hope you all have a great summer. And remember today, what 3 things are you grateful for? You can go beyond that, but at least, what are those 3 things? Have a wonderful day and a great summer.